Am I supposed to load? Did I save? Okay, I didn't save any. Never mind, we can start. Let's go. Yeah, okay. So I'm actually gonna skip through the ones that I already went, you know? If you wanna know the story before the choices, you can find that on my YouTube. I will leave a link for that as well. Wait, I forgot to leave a link for Andrew, the streamer I was talking about. Oh god, I'm so forgetful. How do I share? Copy? Why can I not copy? Okay, I'll just open the video. Copy link. There we go. There we go. What else was I supposed to give the link for? Oh, my. Oh! Hi! It's going well. Thank you so much for stopping by again. I actually don't remember what else was I going to share the link for. I will go with that.
It's been years since the time of Garvin the Exemplar. It's impressive you knew.
I just ended like watching the videos. Now I'm doing this game after an interval. I believe we should go. I like the village.
We shouldn't waste more time. Let's shove off.
You know what? Let's go. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Okay, I feel the melee start as I reciprocate his touch. It just sounds quickly. A smile replaces his shock. What? The moment is pleasant, a small bomb against a large burn. I harden my expression and Domile follows suit. He moves his free arm down. I fully link his with mine, and now properly settled, look forward. Okay. Margaret is following the guide with some reluctance, turning back every so often to check on us. I wave my lantern to signal we're catching up. I don't know if things are gonna change with it from here, but the four of us continue cautiously. I don't think this is gonna change much. In spite of myself, I grip Bromella tighter. Okay, I don't think it's gonna change, so pull the melee forward. I shift around, pulling the melee behind me. The prowler lunges after him, barely missing the melee, but striking my lantern instead. Fire goes out, and the two of us are plunged into an unearthly darkness. I'll keep it on auto. Why is it not going? Okay. There's a slick splash. I realize the Nyx has retreated into the water somehow. Vermilion eyes are still standing. We're still here.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is the link. Oh, why is it not sending? What's going on here? Oh, take it off. I'll share all the links in a while before I finish this. I think I can skip this part. Yeah, the current format has worked.
So you're staying behind?
Yeah.
Seems like it.
Yes, I think we'll be good here. But really, thank you. That was a very kind offer.
Because I don't want to risk with her being behind. She already has died kind of twice. Once, twice, regardless of the place.
Well, all right.
Margaret respects her decision and trots ahead of it. Let's go at the decision making part.
So, I don't want to sound like a child, but how much longer until we arrive at the halfway point?
No, I'm not turning. I'm not turning. I'm gonna wait. See what happens. I keep straight ahead, not making an attempt to go to the correct direction. Emily seems to fumble slightly, but oh.
Why are you?
I ignore her and move to face the other way. The path we came from is disappearing into water. It's sinking.
We have to jump.
Yes, I hope this will save her. Margaret holds up her hands, but I grab her and spin her towards the path the guide is on.
Go! We'll catch up.
Okay,
Bemele and I will have
please.
to jump together. He needs the light. Just move.
I practically shove her, and without further hesitation, she takes the leap. She makes it just past the edge of the bridge, knees buckling as she lands, but is soon back up on her feet and holding her lantern out towards me. She beams with pride. Yay! She made it! I encourage her to keep going towards the guide. I don't know what that means. Going towards the guide. Bridge to the guide's fleeting light. Margaret's and okay.
Here.
I offer Emily my hand, tightening my grip on my lantern. Emily accepts the offer, giving it a brief squeeze. A tight smile plasters itself across my face as I try to calculate the distance between our bridge and the other, and the ground starts to shake more. We dash to the bridge's edge and leap. Cold air rushes past my face, winding its fingers into my hair. For an instant, I think I see something moving under the surface of the water. I mean, yeah, it makes these. Then we land hard on the wooden bridge. Ah, thank God everyone's alive! Emily lets out a sigh of relief as we both creakily get fully back on her.
Stay close. We need to run.
I love that.
I'll be right behind you.
Take off, not bothering to ensure Emily is staying true to his word. I know he'll follow. Great. Guide's fleeting light bounces in the distance, a clear signal that he's still running. I focus everything I have on catching up. Slowly we begin to close the distance. As the night wears on, our strength rapidly fades. Even my stamina is being challenged. I can't imagine what this must be like for Margaret. She's holding her side as she runs, clearly cramping from the exercise. How much longer will this last? People have to rest sometime. Right? Yes, there it is. There he is. Hair curled and a ball illuminated by the lantern's light colors a person. His hand grips his head and he rocks from side to side, mumbling
It's a
incoherently.
man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't. I just couldn't. Please. I'm sorry.
I'm struck with an array of questions. What's going on? Why would he wander out onto these bridges on his own? Did he make it this far by himself? Or others there with him? I'll skip this section. No, we can't just leave him here. We've managed fine enough already, and these creatures will probably pluck him away as soon as we've gone. Without light, it's certain he'll die.
He won't make it regardless.
What do you mean? Guy turns to look at us, his eyes seeming to glow from the closeness of his lantern. For the first time, I feel uncomfortable in his presence.
Whoever shelters him will only risk dragging themselves down with him.
I glance at the others. Emily is outraged, but Margaret is staring at the man like fear. She's uneasy, but she weighs her concerns. I'm trying to think of some kind of compromise when the guide speaks again, his
If the
voice
man
cutting.
comes, then whoever is shielding him will have to remain at a distance from the rest of the group. Far enough that you can't see me, just my light. That is how you will travel across the bridges. I didn't agree to lead this man. and I won't. If you ask me to, I will leave you all behind.
Okay, sir. Adrenaline surges through my veins, and I tense up. It's a painful reminder that the guide isn't here to save our lives, but merely show us the way we are on our own. Margaret, Bemily, and I frantically share more looks between each other, trying to communicate without words. None of us have a desire to speak up and be the first to make noise. The man is standing now, though still hunched, with his arms wrapped around himself as if expecting a blow. He stares at the ground rather than at us. Because of this, I'm having trouble reading his face. What exactly happened to him?
Are you well, stranger? Do you know where you are
I
and
can
why
skip
you're
this
here?
part, I think. You were curled up in a ball when we met, really?
Exactly. Something must be wrong with you.
Yeah.
No, sounds like you've been talking with my father.
He lets out a weak little laugh coupled with an eyebrow raise, voice trembling. No one knows what to make of this. The man gives a small wave and begins down the path we came. Miller huffs, tossing his hands into
It's
the
not
air.
even the right way.
It could be, if he's trying to get to the side we came from.
He must have come quite a ways if it was the other shore that he started on.
Yeah, the man smells gross.
That's not so bad.
I mean, there is no response to this remark, unsure of what could be
I
said.
still think he should come with us. A person needs a light, and the guide himself said he won't be able to manage on his own. Sticking with
Yeah,
us is his best option.
technically. I look over the man's body, noting the scrawniness of his arms, scrawny but not necessarily lacking in muscle. The bravado he was showing as he tried to leave us has faded yet again, and now he stands quietly with us, as if watching a play. Interest, but no true connection to the events.
It's easy for you to say such things, but whose light are you offering?
Exactly, that's.
It's not mine, and you are putting her in even more danger with your own presence already.
Emily looks at Margaret. She avoids his.
Perhaps I could have let him share my light before. But the guide has said the one with him has to remain behind, and I simply wouldn't be able to manage it.
Emily's hand turns into fist. He looks away but doesn't. I feel a cold sweat on my brow as what I've heard comes to pass. He's stopping us from protecting another. Why must he get involved now? Why cannot he leave us alone?
Don't worry about me.
Oh, shut up.
I'll be on.
Margaret might not be able to take him, but there's another way this could be solved. I could stay back with him. It will put Bemilla and myself at significantly more risk, but at least this man will stand a chance. I straighten my arm out like a rod, blocking his progress past me. He stops, perplexed.
I am not afraid to stay behind as long as Bemele can remain up front with you in your light.
Light doesn't say anything, doesn't even blink. Margaret covers her mouth with her hand, muffling some sort of gas. Emily smiles
One can
sadly
always
at
count
me.
on you, Kika.
I know, right? Margaret sputters for a second, searching for words but clearly unaware of what to say. Emily chimes in before she can get any audible out.
I can stay in between you and the guide. I don't need to be right next to either of you. That way you won't have to worry about a repeat of what happened earlier.
I can stay in between you and the guide. Okay.
I wouldn't refuse you being here.
Guide doesn't acknowledge them. He stares at the stranger. The man shakes under the
No,
attention.
really. I could just go on my own. It's fine.
You do not need to go this alone. I will protect you.
The man stares at me. I return his gaze, willing him to see my certainty. There need be no blood spilled tonight. Slowly of fear melts off his face, replaced with something like resignation. Then he drops his gaze to the floor. Let's go. No, no, we don't have to do that.
Yes, we do.
We do what? Unnervingly, there's a hint of an emotion in the guide's usually empty voice, anger. He starts to walk, not waiting for a reply. Margaret grits her teeth, her eyes filling with tears, face flushed. He mumbled something in small voice, something I'm just near.
Why am I always so powerless?
Margaret. The statement catches me somewhat off guard. Margaret? Powerless? She's not a mercenary, to be sure, but she seems so certain of herself. And again, I don't know the reason she needs to trust this one. Before I can decide whether I should respond, the tears fade from her eyes. Margaret
Please be careful.
takes a few steps back, lingering near enough. Family. Family smiles, first at the stranger, then at me.
Take care back here, all right? We'll all be together again when we reach the halfway island. It won't be. We'll have a nice little camp out, and you can properly introduce yourself to us.
Yeah, watch out for yourself too, not just for everyone else.
I will.
Aww. Guide's figure disappears with only his lantern to lead the way. Amelia and Margaret are finally forced to leave us behind and catch up with him. I watch them disappear into the fog, an odd feeling in the pit of my stomach. I cannot recall the last time I had difficulty seeing someone leave.
You should go after them.
Oh, shut up. I started, almost forgot the
You
man
don't
was
need
there.
to do this.
What?
I'd
Oh,
rather
we've
Mom
been
return
through
home
this,
safe
Lou.
than the way they acted. Having to go on without you. No one would feel that way for me. I'm
No,
That's
we've
not.
been through this. Stop. Oh, keep it. I will stay.
We should start
I'm not
walking.
letting you
That
go.
should be
I
enough
don't.
of a
I
head
know what
start
it's
for them.
like. I feel like if I didn't, it would be better. We move in silence. The man doesn't seem to want to speak anymore, but he keeps glancing at something. Somehow his odd behavior is comforting rather than disconcerting. Perhaps it's because he's more nervous about all this than I am. It's putting me at ease, making me feel more capable. I shouldn't allow myself to get comfortable. However, we are in a more dangerous position. Whispering from the lake, so faint after Bamali's close call, now surges forth. It grows. I don't know. I should really look that up. Creatures seeming below the surface. I dare not speculate on what has them so excited.
Have you a name?
Barely.
barely.
I don't really know what I am to take from that.
Lou.
Blue.
Only 2 letters.
Only 2 letters.
So barely.
So barely.
I see. What are you doing out here without the guide?
Guide said he won't take him. I know that's not fair, but I can't help it. Years spent anticipating being of me.
That's a
Three.
good question. I'm not sure I know myself.
What does that mean? Is that some sort of joke too?
No, it wasn't a joke. Or, well, there is a point to it all. But I don't know why I even tried. You'd think that I'd be able to call a spade already, right?
Oh, chill. He looks up, noticing my gaze still leveled at him. Then he shrugs.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay. Alright, let's go. As what has become the norm, I don't fully understand what he means, but I can at least guess that he's not very happy with himself at present. And like it or not, he won't be sharing his real reasons with me. Yep.
What about you? What brings you out on this little adventure?
There are people who are important as well. Sorry, I'm not
Of
letting you
course I'm
go.
going to be there for those counting on me. But you aren't nothing. I won't simply turn my back on you.
Exactly. unusually
You know
sympathetic.
that's not possible, don't you? Someone will go. You should focus on making sure it's someone else.
I don't like that, Lou.
You don't seem to be concerned with self-preservation.
True, but it's not the same for me.
Hmm.
I still don't know how I'm supposed to interact with a person like this. I mean, conversation is already not a strength I possess. Regardless, you echoing that statement was not something I had expected. Whispers from the lake, which had already grown, now speak faster and clearer. Individual words are almost audible. I'd likely be able to make them out if I knew the next language. For a split second, I wish I did. The light in the distance still drifts along in the same manner as it did when we first started walking, which I take to mean the path hasn't turned so far. Hopefully that means we're still on the right path. But the light, it got brighter. It's strong enough that I have to glance away for a second, and the next time I look, the light has grown. The bridge is on fire. I grab Lou's arm without thinking, still standing there stiff, staring at the glow, eyes
Point over
still. Let's go. Emily and Margaret. Both of them? I look at the two, the situation around them, baffled. None of the individual pieces make any sense until the reality of it hits me all at once. The guide is gone. Margaret paused at the bridge. Her lantern is at her side. It's her glasses. She's missing. Emily is off to the other side, lanternless, with only flickering embers in the wind coming out of darkness. I want to pretend they're both fine, that they'll be capable of handling themselves. But I know that's just wishful thinking. Both of them are in danger. I don't know what that makes you feel about fire, how daring they'll be with it, so close by, but I can't assume this is an opportunity they would want to. I have to do something. I have to do it now. Mark Bentley, I think, can handle himself.
Margaret!
Oh no! Oh god, no. Oh no! And it grabs him. It latches its arm around his torso. Emily lets out an agonized scream. The Nixie's claw anchoring his flesh. The creature lets itself fall into the lake, using its body weight. Oh my god, no!
Don't!
No! Why do we always have to lose someone? I stop panting. Oh my god. Oh, I should have taken into consideration that I'm gonna save this just here. Okay. In case of.
He can't be gone.
I'm sorry.
What happened to the guide? Is he also?
No, I don't think so. I couldn't see through the smoke and without my glasses, but I didn't hear anything.
How did this happen?
While we were running through the fire, the bridge shook. It knocked my glasses off. I bent down to pick them up. There were footsteps. Someone kept going, and then Bemele asked if I was all right. He said he'd stay to keep watch while I couldn't see.
That sounds like Bemele.
so sorry.
Why don't they stay nearby?
We need to leave. Which way did the guide go?
It sounded like he just went forward, and then I couldn't hear him anymore.
That will work. Lou?
Oh god.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Both of you stay close. We are not going to separate again.
I don't like this. Okay, can I actually retry this? Because I want a menu. Yes. I wanna see if there's a way I can save the melee. Like, to skip it. I'm sure I'll
I know
do
you.
that.
You are brash but not intentional.
And I believe you.
Mm. Yeah, the current format has worked. Yep. No, I'm not turning. That way we save Margaret. Point towards the guide.
Stay close.
Aww.
We need to run.
I'll be right behind you.
I know he'll follow.
Watch out for...
Mm. Aw.
It doesn't matter. I can still try for the other shore.
Let's go, please. Quick.
It's a relief to see you. Both of you.
Oh my god, why? Oh, she's okay. Oh. No. No. Okay, thank God. No! Why? Why must we lose why? Why must we lose?
None of this should have happened. What happened to the guide? Is he all...
Oh,
No, that man's still slinking around this hell on Earth. The bridge jerked, Margaret's glasses fell off, and the guide kept going. I stayed, but I kept my distance in case there was a repeat of last time. I shouldn't have stayed so far off.
It's not your fault. I could have thrown my lantern or gone to her sooner or anything.
Kika.
what the fuck is Lou doing? What can... Oh.
Listen to me. We tried. You never gave up on anyone.
She
Nothing
has
sad.
light. Oh god.
We need to leave. Which way did the guide...
I don't know for sure. Though
I'll
he went
just
off
go
in that
along with
direction.
this.
The fog overtook him.
That will work.
Just go, Lou. Skip. I'm skipping. Did you even notice what? Huh. Guide takes further inland, more towards the center. There's a view of the coastline. Here also partially obscured by the
It's time
few
to
trees.
sleep.
It was closer to being my fault than anyone else's. I wasn't supposed to be here. All I did was get in the way. I never should have
Shut
stayed.
up, Lou, shut up. I think I'm gonna go see Vimela.
You have my thanks.
And you have mine.
I will come to answer these questions someday. But no matter what I decide, I will still put trust in your judgment.
Oh,
Of course, of course.
oh, okay. Of course. Love has power, right? After all. I'll throw the lantern.